I always believed that when two people love each other, they shouldn't need secrets. That was the rule I lived by. But what I didn't know then was that some people can look you in the eye, smile at you, kiss you goodnight, and still hide entire worlds behind their backs. It started with something small. Little things. Moments she stepped away to answer a call. Times she turned her phone face down when she placed it on the table. Nights she said she was too tired to talk, but her screen kept lighting up. At first, I told myself I was overthinking. I convinced myself I was imagining things. I didn't want to be that guy. The paranoid boyfriend. I trusted her. I trusted us. But trust means nothing when the other person is hiding a second life. And that second life, it was sitting right there. In a phone I wasn't supposed to know about. It was a Tuesday night, cold, quiet, uneventful. The kind of night you forget, unless something unforgettable happens. She came home later than usual. Her hair was messy, her makeup slightly worn. And she looked nervous. Not scared, just uneasy. Like someone who rehearsed a lie but wasn't sure it would land right. She kissed me on the cheek, muttered something about traffic, and walked straight to the shower without even looking at me. That's when I saw it. A tiny black device in the side pocket of her handbag. Not her regular phone, the one I knew, the one she used every day. No. This one was different. Smaller. Older. No case. No stickers. No personality. Just a cold, unmarked phone. Like something out of a crime scene. My heart didn't drop. It didn't race. It just froze. Because I knew exactly what I was looking at. The thing people use when they want to hide what they don't want you to see. A second phone. I picked it up with shaking hands. The screen lit up immediately, no password. Like it was inviting me in. And there it was. A notification. A preview of a message. Had a great time today. Can't stop thinking about you. My entire chest tightened. Not because the message existed, but because she had clearly been so comfortable, so careless, that she didn't even bother to hide it properly. My mind went blank. My ears rang. My stomach twisted. This wasn't suspicion anymore. This wasn't paranoia. This was reality. Cold. Sharp. Undeniable. She had someone else. Someone who made her feel something I no longer did. I hadn't even opened the phone yet. And I was already shattered. While she was in the shower, everything felt like slow motion. The water running. Her humming a song she used to sing for me. My hands gripping the phone so tightly my fingers hurt. I kept imagining what I'd find if I opened it. Pictures. Texts. Plans. Lies. Part of me didn't want to see. Part of me wanted to throw the phone away, pretend I never found it. Because once you see the truth, you can't unsee it. And once you know someone doesn't love you the way they say, you can't unknow it. The minutes felt like hours. Her footsteps eventually got closer. She was coming out. And I had seconds to choose. Face the truth. Or bury it forever. I opened the phone. The first thing I saw wasn't texts. It wasn't calls. It was photos. Dozens of them. Selfies she took in places she told me she wasn't at. Pictures of food she said she ate with her coworkers. Photos at restaurants she claimed were too expensive. Angles she never sent me. Smiles she stopped showing me. Outfits she wore for someone else. And then I saw him. A man I'd never seen before. Tall. Clean cut. Smiling confidently, the kind of smile a man has when he knows he's wanted. And in every picture, She was leaning into him. Not like a stranger. Not like a friend. Like someone who belonged to him. My heart didn't break loudly. It cracked quietly. Slowly. Like a glass under pressure. Because these weren't pictures of cheating. They were pictures of a relationship. A relationship she hid from me. While pretending I was her only one. I finally opened the messaging app. My fingers hovered for a moment, because deep down, I knew whatever I saw next, I would never forget. The first thread was with him. Not saved under his name. Not even under a fake name. Just a single letter, A. The first thing I saw wasn't a greeting. It wasn't a conversation starter. It was a message from her. I wish I could fall asleep next to you tonight. I stopped breathing. Not because of the words. But because I remembered that exact night. That same night, she was lying next to me. In my arms. Telling me she loved me. Telling me she was tired. Telling me she needed rest. But the truth was, she wished she was somewhere else. With someone else. Loving someone else. I scrolled further. Messages about places they met. Private jokes I never heard. Plans for the weekend she said she'd spend with her family. Conversations filled with excitement. The kind she hadn't shown me in months. Then I saw a message that destroyed me. I'll tell him soon. I just need the right moment. Tell me. Tell me what? That she was leaving. That she was done. That our relationship had an expiration date. And I wasn't even aware of it. In that moment, I felt like a ghost in my own life. Alive, but invisible. I kept scrolling. Until I found something worse than texts. Audio messages. Her voice. Her laughter. The softness in her tone. The same softness she once used with me. I tapped one of the recordings. Her voice came through instantly. I miss you already. Today felt perfect. Perfect. A word she stopped using with me months ago. A word she saved. For him. Then another. I hate lying. But I can't lose you. My hands shook. My eyes burned. Hearing her speak like that. Felt like getting stabbed by someone you'd jump in front of a bullet for. Her voice used to be my comfort. Now it was my punishment. I didn't realize it. But I had started pacing around the room. Back and forth, back and forth. Like a man trying to escape a nightmare. That refused to end. Just when I thought I'd heard enough. I heard the bathroom door unlock. My heart stopped. She stepped out. Hair wet, towel around her body. Completely unaware that her entire world was sitting unlocked in my hands. Her eyes went to me instantly. And I'll never forget how her expression changed. First confusion. Then recognition. Then panic. Her body froze mid-step. Her lips parted slightly. Her breathing shifted just enough to be noticeable. She knew. She knew exactly what I found. I didn't say a word. I didn't need to. The phone in my hand said everything. She reached for the towel against her chest. As if covering herself could somehow hide the truth. But betrayal isn't a wound you can hide. It bleeds through everything. She stepped closer. Slow. Careful. Like approaching a wild animal. Babe, it's not what you think. Every cheater's first sentence. A phrase so meaningless. It almost made me laugh. She reached for the phone.
If this story hits you, you can support the channel with a quick hype.
But I pulled it back. Her voice cracked. It's just someone I know. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Yet I had photos. Messages. Audio clips. Plans. Moments. Memories that didn't include me. I didn't yell. I didn't curse. I didn't lose control. I simply said, "Then tell me who he is." And the silence that followed was louder than anything she could have said. She sat on the edge of the bed, avoiding my eyes. Her voice trembled as she started talking. "He's just someone I met a while ago. It was stupid. I thought it was nothing. I didn't think it would get this far. I didn't mean to hurt you." Every sentence felt scripted, like a speech she rehearsed in the shower. A performance. An excuse. A last attempt to cover a truth that was already uncovered. She kept talking, but none of the words mattered. Because a relationship doesn't break from one moment. It breaks from 1,000 small moments that lead up to the truth. And the truth was sitting right there, in the phone she tried to hide. She kept talking, but her words felt empty, like echoes in an abandoned place. I swear, it didn't mean anything. I swear I was going to end it. Every sentence she spoke felt like a bandage on a wound she caused herself. A wound that didn't need excuses. It needed truth. I stared at her, not with anger, but with a silence so heavy it felt like gravity. Because here's the thing. When someone cheats, the betrayal doesn't start with the kiss, or the messages, or the dates. It starts with the first lie. The first secret. The first moment they look at you and choose silence over honesty. And all her lies were collapsing in front of me. I asked her one question. Just one. "Do you love him?" She didn't answer immediately. Her breath hitched. Her fingers tightened around the towel. Her eyes darted to the floor, then to the phone in my hand, then back to me. Silence. A silence that lasted too long. A silence that said everything. A silence that felt like a knife twisting slowly. When she finally spoke, her voice was barely audible. I don't know. You don't know." Those words cut deeper than any confession could. Because "I don't know" doesn't mean no. It means yes. But she was too afraid to admit it. And in that moment, I knew I wasn't losing her. I had already lost her long before this night. Just as I was about to speak, the phone in my hand vibrated. A call. From him. The name, A, flashed across the screen. Bright and undeniable in the dark room. Her entire body stiffened. Her lips parted. Her pupils widened. She didn't have to say anything. Her reaction said it all. I turned the screen toward her. "You going to answer?" She shook her head. But the guilt in her face was louder than any confession. I let it ring. Once. Twice. 3 times. Each vibration felt like a heartbeat she wasn't sharing with me. A rhythm of love that no longer belonged to us. When the call finally ended, she let out a breath, as if relieved. That relief was the final nail in the coffin. I handed her the phone. She hesitated before taking it, like the device itself was burning her skin. "I'm sorry," she whispered. Sorry. A word so small, and yet so meaningless when spoken too late. I wasn't angry. I wasn't yelling. I wasn't breaking things or throwing accusations. I was just empty. Because betrayal isn't loud. It's quiet. It's the sudden silence between two people who once shared everything. In that moment, I realized something painful. She didn't cheat because I wasn't enough. She cheated because she was looking for something in someone else that she never had the courage to ask from me. And that kind of truth breaks you in a way nothing else can. She sat there, trembling, waiting for me to tell her what happens next. "Do you want to fix this?" I asked. She looked away. Her eyes filled with guilt. Not hope. Not love. Just guilt. And guilt is not a foundation you can rebuild a life on. She didn't say yes. She didn't say no. She just whispered, "I don't know what I want anymore." That was it. That was the moment I knew. Our relationship wasn't broken tonight. It had been breaking for a long, long time. And I was the last one to realize it. I stood up. She didn't stop me. She didn't reach for me. She didn't fight. And when someone won't fight for you, you have to stop fighting for them. I walked past her slowly. Not because I was unsure, but because that was the moment I finally accepted the truth I had been avoiding for months. She didn't reach for my hand. She didn't call my name. She didn't beg me to stay. And that silence, that complete lack of effort, hurt more than the cheating itself. People think betrayal breaks you in one explosive second. But the reality is different. It breaks you quietly. In small moments. In the little ways someone stops choosing you. And tonight, she didn't choose me. Not even for a second. As I walked to the door, my chest felt heavy. Not because I was losing her, but because I was finally letting go of the version of her I had created in my mind. The version that loved me. The version that was loyal. The version that never existed. Before I stepped outside, she finally spoke. "Can we talk tomorrow?" Tomorrow. A word people use when they don't want to deal with the truth today. I turned around slowly. "There's nothing left to talk about," I said. My voice wasn't angry, it was calm. Too calm. The kind of calm that only comes when your heart has already accepted its own breaking. Her eyes filled with tears. Not the kind you cry when you lose someone you love. The kind you cry when you lose someone who loved you. She whispered, "I didn't mean to hurt you." I nodded. "I know. But you did." Sometimes, the simplest sentences hurt the most. She covered her face with her hands. But even then, she didn't say the one thing that could have changed everything. "I choose you." Because she didn't. I stepped outside. The cold air hit my skin. Each breath sharper than the last. Funny how the outside world doesn't stop when your whole life collapses. Cars passed. Streetlights flickered. Someone laughed in the distance. But inside my chest, everything was silent. I started walking. One step after another. Slow. Heavy. Like dragging the weight of memories behind me. The places we went together flashed through my mind. The late night talks. The shared breakfasts. The stupid jokes. The quiet moments that felt safe. And now, every memory felt contaminated. Every moment felt tainted. Every smile felt like a setup for a future betrayal. That's the thing about cheating. It doesn't just break the present. It rewrites the past. Nothing feels real anymore. I stopped at a small bench near our apartment. The same bench where we once talked about the future. Where she told me she couldn't imagine life without me. I sat down. Closed my eyes. Let everything sink in. The photos. The messages. The audio recordings. The lies. The silence. The "I don't know." The call from A. The relief when the call ended. Suddenly, I realized something powerful. She didn't destroy me. She revealed me. She revealed the parts of myself I ignored. The parts that accepted less. The parts that held on too tight. The parts that mistook attention for affection. And inconsistency for love. I realized I wasn't broken. I was waking up. Sometimes, the truth doesn't set you free gently. Sometimes, it rips you open. So you can finally see what you deserve. I stood up from the bench and looked back at the apartment that once felt like home. It didn't hurt anymore. Not the way it did an hour earlier. The pain was still there. But something else was growing beside it. Clarity. Clarity that she wasn't my future. Clarity that love doesn't require secrets. Clarity that someone who breaks you was never meant to build a life with you. I took a deep breath. The kind of breath you take when you're stepping into a new version of yourself. Tonight didn't destroy me. It transformed me. It taught me the difference between someone who says, "I love you," and someone who proves it. Her secret phone didn't take anything from me. It gave me something. Freedom. And sometimes, freedom is the most painful and most beautiful beginning.
If you've ever felt this kind of pain, don't walk through it alone. Hit subscribe and stay with us. More real stories are coming.